Have you ever wondered what life was like for our earliest ancestors? I'm not talking about a few hundred or even a few thousand years ago. Let's rewind the clock millions of years, long before cities, writing, or even farming. This is the story of our origins, a tale of survival, innovation, and the dawn of humanity. Our journey begins in Africa, over 6 million years ago. The world was changing. Dense forests were giving way to open savannas. In this new landscape, our very distant relatives, the early hominins, took a monumental step. They began to walk upright on two legs. This wasn't just a change in posture. It was a game changer. Walking upright freed their hands, allowing them to carry food, tools, and their young over long distances. It also helped them spot predators over the tall grass and stay cooler under the hot African sun. This adaptation, known as bipedalism, was the first major leap that set us on the path to becoming human. Fast forward a few million years to about 2.5 million years ago. We meet a new ancestor, Homo habilis, which means handyman, and they lived up to their name. These weren't just apes walking on two legs. They were tool makers. They learned to strike stones together to create sharp flakes. These simple stone tools, known as the Odawan toolkit, might not look like much, but they were a revolutionary technology. For the first time, our ancestors could efficiently butcher animal carcasses for meat and marrow, unlocking a rich new source of calories that was crucial for brain development. This was the dawn of technology, the first time a species began to systematically shape its environment to survive. Then, around 2 million years ago, a new, more advanced hominin appeared on the scene, Homo erectus, the upright man. These ancestors were taller, had larger brains, and were far more sophisticated. They created more advanced tools, like the iconic hand axe, a versatile tool used for everything from chopping wood to butchering animals. But their greatest achievement was arguably the mastery of fire. Can you imagine their world before fire? Nights were dark, cold, and dangerous. Fire changed everything. It provided warmth, protection from predators, and a way to cook food. Cooking made food easier to digest and unlock more nutrients, further fueling the growth of our energy-hungry brains. Fire also became a social hub, a place for communities to gather, share stories, and strengthen social bonds. It was our first living room. Homo erectus was also a world traveler. They were the first of our ancestors to venture out of Africa, spreading across Asia and Europe. For over 1.5 million years, they adapted to new environments, from tropical jungles to icy plains. This incredible journey across the globe demonstrates their remarkable resilience and adaptability. Meanwhile, back in Africa and Europe, evolution continued. Around 400,000 years ago, the Neanderthals emerged. Often depicted as brutish cavemen, Neanderthals were actually highly intelligent and capable. They were skilled hunters, created complex tools, and lived in small family groups. They cared for their sick and elderly and may have even had some form of symbolic thought or ritual, as evidenced by burial sites. They were masters of survival in the harsh Ice Age environments of Europe. Finally, around 300,000 years ago in Africa, a new species arrived, Homo sapiens, us. Early modern humans looked like us, and more importantly, they started to think like us. We see an explosion of creativity and innovation. They developed sophisticated tools from bone and antler, created spear throwers for more effective hunting, and started making personal ornaments like beads and pendants. This is when we see the first clear evidence of art, stunning cave paintings, intricate carvings, and musical instruments. This wasn't just about survival anymore. It was about culture, identity, and expressing an inner world. This cognitive revolution, this leap in abstract thought and communication, is what truly set us apart. For tens of thousands of years, we shared the planet with other human species like the Neanderthals. But eventually, only we remained. Armed with superior technology, complex social networks, and a remarkable ability to adapt, our ancestors spread out of Africa and across every continent on Earth, replacing all other hominins. For 99% of our history, we lived as hunter-gatherers in small nomadic bands, intimately connected to the natural world. It was a long, challenging, and transformative journey. These millions of years of evolution, struggle, and innovation laid the foundation for everything that followed. The first farms, the first cities, and the complex civilization we live in today. The story of our origins is written in our DNA, in the ancient tools buried beneath our feet, and in the timeless human spirit of exploration and creativity. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey back in time. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into our shared human story. See you next time.